Today, I am bringing you guys an in-depth review of the anime, My Happy Marriage. This will include a summary of each episode over the course of 12 videos. My Happy Marriage is about a young lady named Mio, who has been living a life full of hardship and abuse from her family since she was a child. But then she was placed in an arranged marriage that would change everything for the better. During this video, I am going to go over each episode and try my best to explain the plot without spoiling too much of the story. Let's get right into it. Welcome to my review of episode 1 of My Happy Marriage, set in 19th century Japan during the Meiji Restoration era. This series presents a world where supernatural abilities are considered a privilege, and those with the most powerful gifts establish their dominance. The episode starts with Mio Saemori serving tea to her half-sister, Kaya Saemori. Kaya, displeased with the tea, throws it back at Mio, calling it too bitter. Mio's stepmother, Kanako Saemori, then orders her to rebrew the tea. This scene immediately establishes Mio's harsh treatment within the family. Raised as a servant, she endures physical and verbal abuse without a voice of her own. This opening scene sets the tone for the rest of the story. Mio is clearly an outsider trying to survive despite being a victim of abuse, treated worse than a servant. It's heartbreaking to see her in such a hopeless situation right from the start. Later in the day, Mio is performing her duties when a young man named Koji Tatsuichi approaches her. He offers her milk caramels, attempting to lift her spirits. Koji expresses his desire to save Mio from her family, but she insists he already does enough. Koji, however, is determined to change things for her, wanting to see her smile. From this interaction, it's clear that Mio has someone who cares about her, but his efforts are not enough to change her situation. Mio is stuck in a horrible position where the only person who would help her is too afraid to truly stand up for her. Mio's father, Shinichi Saemori, later informs her to be ready at noon, the day after tomorrow. On that day, Mio is called into the drawing room to discuss marriage arrangements. She learns that Koji is to marry Kaya instead of her. This news deeply upsets Mio, as she harbors feelings for Koji, the only person who treats her with kindness. It's very sad to see how Mio tries to brace for the bad news, but her feelings are just too intense. The hopelessness she feels only grows stronger because she never gets to hear any good news. Mio is then told she is to marry Kyoka Kudo, a man rumored to be cold-hearted and cruel. However, she soon discovers there is more to Kyoka than meets the eye. After packing her few belongings, Mio travels to the Kudo residence to meet Kyoka. Upon arrival, she is greeted by Yuri, an elderly servant who treats her kindly, stark contrast to her previous experiences. Yuri leads Mio to Kyoka's study, where he is writing at his desk. Mio bows in respect, but Kyoka asks how long she intends to stay like that. Yuri gently tells her she can lift her head when she is ready. From the moment Mio raises her head and sees Kyoka, something inside her changes. She finds a glimmer of hope in him that might lead to something better than she has ever known. Kyoka exudes a strong yet kind presence that could be seen as comforting. In just the first episode, we witness a significant shift in Mio's emotions. Initially hopeless and defeated, her encounter with Kyoka begins to transform her perception of the world, allowing her to see a light in the darkness for the first time in a very long while. Thanks for watching this review. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe for more reviews and updates on My Happy Marriage. See you in the next episode.